Hey, Nathan here, helping you become a better jungler. I have a bit of an interesting video for you today. This is going to be actually a double review. So, the story is both of these junglers here, the Vi and the Nunu, are actually members of my Discord server, and they bumped into each other into this is actually a normal game. And these guys wanted to me basically do a review of from both their perspectives. So, what I'm going to do is just go over Vi's first. So Vi's the player that wins this game. Go through her perspective first, and then we're going to switch to the Nunu and see how the Nunu could have potentially won this game. So I thought this would be pretty interesting to do. Let me know your comments or feedback on this type of style. It might go a little bit longer than usual, but I'll put in the description below. So if you just wanted to see the Nunu's perspective, I'll put a link there. Or if you want to see Vi, we'll be starting with Vi. So this is his email. So he said. Couple of things that he wanted my feedback on specifically. So rune. So he goes lethal tempo here with the revitalize. So he says, I know they're different. Here's the idea. Attack speed means my shield will be up more. On top of that, I'm looking to build a decent amount of health for stronger shields. So demolish scars off HP, and I thought it might be nice boost taking objectives. Thoughts on potential of it. So I like the theory. So sometimes I've figured this with League a lot. Like, yes, you can theorize about lots of champions, like lots of different builds, but too often I feel like then you start spreading yourself too thin in terms of what the champion's strength is. So, like, you're talking about getting more shields here, right? And you actually talk about buying stuff like Frozen Mallet and stuff like that. Like, you really just want to be, like, at the end of the day, Vi is like a bruiser, sort of like an assassin in a way. Like, she can just come and one-shot people. That's why Howler Blades is so good on her, and that's your identity. Like, you want to go all in here, use all your bursts. You're either going to die or you're going to kill them and get out, really. And this is sort of like you don't really want to be sticky, like on Vi, because you already have your Q, you already have your ult. Like, you have tools to be sticky on them, and you want to use those tools to like one-shot them. So, I mean, I don't think there's actually much potential, honestly. That's like my honest thoughts here. You talk about going Frozen Mallet, Black Cleaver, Death Dance. I would never be building on Vi. Just don't. You're not going to be using abilities enough to be utilizing the heal from abilities. And then he obviously wants to know a bunch about decision making, pathing, farming, and objective timing, being optimal across the map. All right, so just a lot of stuff here to go over. So, yeah, so let's take a look at his runes again, and he goes lethal tempo, which this is more of like a Nocturne thing. Nocturne obviously does really well with attack speed because it works with his passive. Like Vi, Halo Blades. I'll put my recommended build up here. This is what I recommend to go, and you can also go Magical Footwear and Cosmic Insight in the secondary tree, but attack speed, I just prefer attack speed and Triumph, because just Triumph helps me again with that mindset of going in, doing all your damage, killing them. Say if you get about low health, then they die, you heal up with Triumph, and then the enemy team's sweating because now like they still need to use their abilities to kill you. So yeah, definitely don't like this build. I think this is like destroying the strength of Vi. And you're sort of spreading yourself too thin, thinking of yourself as more as a tank. Like, you're not really a tank. Like, your shields, that's not what you play Vi for, your shields. You play Vi for her ults, her ability to just go and backline, one-shot someone, they're dead. Alright, so that's runes there. Let's take a look at the game now. Alright, so in terms of this game, in terms of ganking-wise, this is actually a very tricky game. So you're into a Rakan Lucian, Lucian is very strong in terms of early game, can get away from you pretty easily without your ult. Rakan can also get away from you pretty easily, and you don't really have any, yes, Senna has CC, but you don't have reliable CC. So bot, I'd say, is very hard to gank pre-6. Mid is like almost ungankable pre-6. Talon is like really slippery, probably going to be pushing a lot. Maybe can gank this, but the wave needs to be set up really well, and also Talon needs to sort of be committing to the Ari to pull that off. You are into a Nunu jungle here, and I think that Nunu really beats out on Vi, to be honest, because he's very good at peeling, Nunu. So if you go onto the backline of an AD carry, he can peel really, really hard, and use his ult to make sure the rest of your team's not following you up. Like, he can isolate you and kill you, and also you can't go on one-shot Nunu. So Nunu actually is really good, and he can also counter gank very well. So I think that Nunu actually wins this matchup. And you're got a Malphite side. So this is actually potentially the only area that's safe to go early game. So from that, I would be going from starting blue, 3 camp, red into top gank, because I would want my Malphite to be getting pretty tanky and sort of shutting down the Sylas to make sure that this is my game. I'll leave Malphite, get him ahead, get him on his little island, make sure that he's unkillable, get some magic resist for Sylas, and then flip the map and then go down to bot and start letting your Xayah, helping your Xayah center to scale up, because Xayah will outscale Lucian pretty hard. Mid, really wouldn't be worrying too much. I think there's better priorities in this game. So that would be my game plan for you here. Alright, so it does look like you're starting blue here. Alright, but the enemy team actually invades here. They don't really have... So they have Rakan CC, they have Nunu, but they sort of botched this invade a bit. Alright, this is actually pretty good for you. You can probably chunk them out. They're all stuck on literally the wrong side of the map right now. And you've got a ward here, so there's definitely not anything they can do here. You've got the ranged champions with Senna and Xayah. There's no way they're going to win out on this. Oh, actually, potentially could be committing to this, but you've started W. Okay, so... Yes, you want to start W. When did you get W? If you got it before, like I always like to hold what I level up before, until like literally buffs are about to spawn, because stuff like this happens. So it looks like you have leveled up your W, like when you came out of base. So this is the exact reason. Like there's very rare situations here where if you had Q, you could have actually like come here, you know, walked in, like queued from the wall, like really disrupted them and actually done like a lot of damage here. So yeah, I mean, again, it's not ideal to start Q for your jungle camps, but this, you would have got some kills here if you had Q instead of W. So I mean, look at this right now. If you went right here, Q over the wall, get onto this, you would literally hit like 3 people. You'd be on top of 3 people there, and you would have killed Nunu. But anyways, alright, so we're starting blue, we force him out. This is great. You have huge momentum on Nunu now. Nunu is in a really bad spot because he is low health. So, but Nunu does have good sustain with his Q, but you should think about that as a momentum advantage, because he's going to have to walk all the way to red here. This actually gives you potential to meet him on his blue buff, but that will depend if Talon has priority. That might be a bit risky. So that would depend, but that's what you can do. But again, I'll be really looking at top right now. Top is in a great position right now. Sylas is actually pushing. So I'll be really looking at this while you're doing your Gromp. Like, this is really, really good gank for you, especially since Malphite will have Q. He'll be level 2, level 3 by the time you come up here. Right, I would actually just be ditching my red. Ditch red and go gank this right now. You're level 3. Don't gank mid. This is a huge mistake. This is just map awareness. I can tell you're just not looking at top lane right now. Obviously, you're pretty tunneled on this Talon. There's no way you're going to kill the Talon. Look at the wave right now. I was just throwing her Q. Like, this is not going to work in a million years. So you're wasting a lot of time here. Look at the wave. I mean, yes, Talon could have potentially walked up here, but this is a huge waste. Like, look what's happening top. Like, this would have been absolutely free kills. This is just map awareness. He literally sticks around. Really greedy. Malphite actually wastes his flash and burns his flash. Alright, so yeah, definitely missed the kill there. We'll see if Sylas actually TPs back to this lane. There's a big wave coming. But, yeah, just clear your jungle. Let's go look at Riftsculler. Okay, actually, can you see this? I don't think you can see this, but Sylas is actually TP'd. Look at this on again. You could be helping this guy. He's literally committing. Like, if you, like, were doing your Krugs right now and coming up here, you would have literally killed this flashless Sylas right now. So this is sort of just map awareness. Okay, Nunu actually shows up here, but he uses all his damage on this. Is really committing to it. He has Smite and Q. That's really OP. You just need to back off now. Talon has priority. Unfortunately, you're just going to miss out on that Rift Scuttler. Alright, so now what I'll be doing is clearing the bot and then to top. And base. So Nunu actually ganks the mid there, but I can't do it. Alright, this is great. Good base. Let's get... What should you get this game? I think you should get... Yeah, get Skirmisher Saber. You have against a bunch of melee champs and Nunu. And what can you buy? Can you buy control wards? Then you save up for boots. No control wards, unfortunately, but that's okay. At this stage of the game. Alright, so great. Going bot now. I mean, I don't like that you haven't impacted top at all when you could have, but this is, you know, what you're going to do. Coming down to check Dragon. Alright, there's really not much you can do here. You can't really gank bot. I wouldn't be ganking this at all. Again, not really very much hard CC. I mean, maybe you can, but the problem is I don't know where Nunu is. Like, Nunu is probably bot side right now. Maybe you can counter gank this, but I think I would just clear my jungle and again potentially look to go back top. Like, I really think, alright, you really just need to concede bot right now. So yeah, Nunu actually did come, so you actually potentially could have counter ganked that. But yeah, alright, this is really risky. This is 101 League of Legends. Can't kill Nunu. It's not worth going on him right now. You'll die very easily. I'm surprised the bot lane didn't react much quicker. Alright, so this is sort of a waste of a ward. I mean, actually, no, it's an alright ward. You know if they do dragon, but yeah, you sort of just need to concede this. Concede this. I want you to clear Raptor camp. I want you to go into his jungle. Ideally, you actually would have warded his jungle here, cleared Gromp, so then when he gets dragon, he comes, switches back topside. This ward here will help your Malphite. So that's a way better usage of your ward there. You know dragon's gone. There's no way you can contest this with a Nunu smite Q. You've already seen what happened in that top Rift Scalar. It's not going to work. Unless Nunu massively misplays. So, oh, actually that was pretty close. So you're forced to burn flash here, but the worst thing about this is now, okay, you actually survive, but look how awkward this is now. All your camps are up, top Rift Scuttler's up. You're forced to sort of base here. Actually, you might be able to stick around because Vi has alright sustain with her shield. But look how messed up your jungle path is right now. Just from that decision alone, this is just so messy. Look at all your camps. Dragon's gone. You're going to be forced to go bot side. Like, Silas is just chilling up top, getting away with low health all the time. Yeah. I mean, look at the CS mid as well. Definitely wouldn't be looking to go mid at all at this stage. Alright, actually, maybe you could be going down bot. So, yeah, I mean, it's 8 minutes, you're level 4. And this is, again, just a result of you not prioritizing your camps right now. You actually really do need to get level 6 on Vi. Even though you are sort of decently strong early game. Yeah, this is not good. So Mott's in a pretty vulnerable position right now. Actually, the Rakan's pretty low, so they might be okay. Okay, and Yazai actually kills the Rakan. Alright, so I'll just be full clearing right now. There's nothing really you can do here. So Malphite gets solo killed by the Silas, unfortunately. So this game's going pretty... This early game's not going optimal at all. Level 5 by 9 minutes is definitely not ideal. Right, this is actually pretty risky doing this Rift Scuttler. You don't know where Nunu is. Top has priority, and mid lane here is, you know, Talon's absolutely out of control at this stage. Alright, definitely cannot be invading. This is, alright, even though you see Nunu on blue here, this Talon will come and kill you instantly. This is not going to work. This is incredibly greedy, but Talon is not moving at all. He just does not have good map awareness right now, but this is completely the wrong move. Even though it looks like it works here. Talon literally could just come here. Ari couldn't be able to follow. He's just not fast enough. Alright, so definitely not good, but good Rift Herald call. Nunu's dead. You do have control here. You place a control ward. Get the Rift Herald and stop ganking mid. You have no ult now. You used it on the Nunu. You really need to farm. You need to get your red off the map. You need to get levels on your Krugs. I don't think you've gotten Krugs once this game yet. Level 1 Krugs are so important to clear to get levels on them. They still give a lot of experience to gold despite the nerf. Their initial experience in gold nerf from preseason 10 patch. This is not going to work. Talon has ult. Very hard to gank. Not going to work. It's way more priority for you to be... actually, he stays here. Oh, see, this is actually such a perfect example right now if you had Halo Blades. So, I mean, you're actually pretty lucky that he just... I don't know why he holds his ult. Actually, no, he gets charmed. Yeah, you would have killed him if you had Halo Blades. So, right here is an example of why Halo Blades is better than Lethal Tempo. Perfect example. Alright, really just need to back off here. I need you to clear your topside jungle. Base reset. You have red buff for this dragon that's coming up. Your bot lane's actually doing pretty decently now. This is good. You can really start to impact bot. Alright, nice. Oh no, what are you doing? Please don't Rift Herald mid. Okay, so this is not a good Rift Herald. Actually, your team's collapsing for dragon now. Just do dragon with the priority here. Your Talon's alive. Your Ari's committing to this dragon. Like, you're only going to get 2 plates here, which is not worth a Rift Herald. Ideally, you're using Rift Herald to break towers. And actually, ideally, you want to be using Rift Hold to break mid this game, I think. So then this can really start getting your Xayah and Senna snowballing, swap the map, and then they can get top tower. It doesn't really matter not getting mid against a Talon because, I mean, Talon, like, actually, it is okay, but I want this Xayah to be ahead. So I think you should be using Rift Hold to break bot after a bot gank with your ult. So always try and use Rift Hold after someone's either low, you force them out, or they're dead, so you can freely get the tower after that. And you also need a big minion wave. Alright, so I really don't like your ganking here. So this is you just not prioritizing minion experience and gold. You're overcompensating, over ganking right now. This Talon is level 10, you're level 7. He has flash. Look at all your camps up. You've denied your red and Krugs for so long now. I think it's been like literally 3 minutes. Alright, this is not a gank you can work. This is simply looking at the mana of your Ahri. She cannot follow you up. You look at your items right now. You're not basing for warrior when you can base it. Huge item spike. I always talk about the importance of basing for warrior. You do not have enough damage to kill this guy solo with the amount of Ahri mana. She can't even full combo. All she can do is E and a W, and you die for this. And these are aggressive question mark pings going on from you right now, but this is absolutely your fault, not Ahri's fault at all. Alright, so still top camp's not up. Again, your jungle path is going to be incredibly awkward because look at what do you do? You want to sort of impact bot. You can either clear these camps or you can go topside clear from top to bot, which is probably the better, more efficient option, but you still probably want to be pressuring bot here. So you do go bot. I like this, but again, this is a consequence of you just not clearing your camps. You're level 7 at 13 minutes right now. Like, look how bad this is. Like, your literally support is higher level than you. And you had like a semi-decently early game. Like, it all started going downhill when you didn't concede that dragon. That's where you lost the experience in gold game. So a bit of back and forth going on here. I definitely need to clear your jungle. So I'll be looking to full clear my jungle right now, base, and then go bot lane. Really want to break this tower. And again, you really need to clear your camps. Alright, so Zai actually burns ult. You know Nunu's bot now. I'll be, again, just trying to clear this as soon as possible. Really want to break this bot tower. Alright, you're going for another big gank. This is not going to win you the game. This is really useless. Your Ahri is 56 DCS behind. This is going to do nothing for you in terms of winning this game. You have a mid-wave pushed in here. So you do miss your Q there. But you don't... Alright, he's dead here. No, he's not dead because you don't have Halo Blades. Example number 2, why Halo Blades is better on Vi. Alright, we actually do eventually kill him. And the worst part about this is, like, you went and killed him and you went on a wild goose chase. Like, again, you would have killed Halo Blades, come here, cleared your red, clear your Krugs, then come down bot. Alright, we actually come down bot and we kill the Rakan now. And you're looking to base. Where do you go here? You go to top side. Yeah. I mean, you don't really have an option. You really need to clear these. Like, these guys are level 1, right? Oh, they're level 5. Oh, maybe you have cleared Krugs once. Or do they gain levels? I can't remember you clearing Krugs. Maybe you must have. Anyways, the point is that those are not giving you much experience at all. Alright, so... full clearing down. Dragon is spawning soon. Need to wait for your Xayah here. Alright, but actually get this Lucian. I don't know why Talon's not turning on you right now. She's chasing the Ahri, and you kill him. Definitely missing a lot of Qs here that you shouldn't be missing, but get the kill on Talon. Great Dragon Core. This is good. No way the enemy team should be able to contest. Nice smite. Wait, did you smite it there? Actually, not even sure if you smited. Well, nice dragon take regardless. Alright, so I'm not sure what Nunu's doing here. Is running into this. This is definitely what I'll be talking about in the Nunu section of this review. And you get a double kill here. Defend bot. Like, your team's doing really well right now. Like, yes, your scoreline looks good, but think about, like, in terms of winning the game and breaking objectives, like, this tower should be, like, really gone right now. I mean, like, your bot's actually doing very decently well. Senna's starting to scale up, which is great. Yeah, and the other thing was your Rift Herald usage as well. Definitely not ideal. Alright, so you're sort of just defending bot here. What can you buy? So I think you're going to Frozen Mallet build, aren't you? Yeah. It's definitely just not good. I just don't like it at all. Frozen Mallet in general is just actually just not the best item, to be honest, as well. Like, if you want to get a defensive item that does like a lot more, get Sterex Gauge. It's so much more OP. Alright, so sort of ditching your top camps, going bot. I like that you're going bot here. I really want you to break this tower. This is the next objectives of the game. Mid's tower's gone. Top tower's gone. Alright, I'll be looking to go bot here. So you should be using this control ward that you place down here. Here. Like, this is the way, placing your ward here, or even literally like here will help you get this tower. Like, like the Rakan won't be able to ward it. There'll be a lot of pressure threat here. This ward doesn't really do anything in terms of what you want to do next on this game, which is, again, get this tower. I mean, look how low Lucian is, right? You're not going bot right now. You should definitely be helping your bot, but it looks like your bot's like pretty good and they clean up there. You go mid to kill this guy again. Pushing out mid, this is good. Alright, so your bot just gets that organically. Okay, and the enemy team surrenders. So, alright, well, yeah, this is this section. This is the Vi section. You can check out my full notes over on my blog for the Vi section, but now I'm going to jump into the Nunu sides review. Okay, so we're going to go over the Nunu perspective now. I'm going to have the time controls up now because we obviously know it was a 20-minute surrender. So I'm going to try and power through this. Obviously, we know from the Vi's perspective, if you watched like the last 20 minutes or so, about how she ended up winning the game. Now we're going to take a look at the Nunu. So let's take a look at his runes first. Aftershock, this is great on Nunu. Always go this. Final Life, Conditioning, really good just to help to get very tanky here. I like this over Bone Plating a lot because... again, this just really helps him because you're building a lot of tank. And Revitalize, which synergizes so well with his Q, makes his heal stronger. You do go Celerity and Water Walking here. These aren't too bad. My personal preference is Ravenous Hunter and Cheap Shot. So Ravenous Hunter, again, synergizes so well with Revitalize, and your Q just makes you so, like, unkillable. Like, you're literally going to heal, like, again off your Q. And just like, you know, your damage abilities with your E and your ult. And also Cheap Shot just gives you that extra little boost of like damage from your, when you CC them, like slow them with your E, your ult. It sort of just helps to give you that little extra damage, like true damage, which sort of helps on Nunu. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be building tank and you still want to be doing some sort of damage. So I feel like those runes are the best for Nunu. Makes you even more threatening, even more annoying as a tank to deal with. As I said in the earlier review, Nunu, I really like into this matchup with Vi. She can't one-shot you. You can disrupt. You can peel. That should be your mindset. I want to really peel my team as much as possible. Make sure this Vi is useless. Alright, so you do this invade, which I talked about from the Vi perspective, which was really good for her if she started Q, but not good for you. So this is actually, I like the idea here. I actually do like this, but you should start with, like, you should not level up an ability right now. You should start with W, because your W, if you do end up fighting here, your W will help to CC, obviously, and also give you an Aftershock proc, which will make you a lot tankier. Q isn't going to do too much for you compared to W to get your Aftershock. So, as soon as you're seen here, you need to back out. This is a man disadvantage here. You don't know where the Malphite is. Your Silas is top. As soon as you're seen, you need to wave the surrender flag. Let's just go to your red buff. Actually, what I want to be doing this game, actually, I think it's even bad to be... I mean, if you do start there, blue's okay. But your priority this game is to gank bot lane and get your bot lane super far ahead. So this is very easy for you to gank. These guys both don't really have abilities to get out apart from Xayah at level 6. But this is very free for you. You have Rakan CC, you have Lucian. This is where I want your priority to be. Your priority should also be mid. So bot side of the map is all yours. I want you to take every dragon. That is how you're going to win this game. Ignore top with this Malphite at all. And I actually talked about from the other perspective where Vi should have really actually hammered top a lot more than switch the map to match you bot. But ideally, you're so far ahead bot there that like if Vi matched you, you still just win that out because you'll just win 3v3. So this is actually really bad for you, obviously. Getting some frame drops here. I don't know why this happens. Let's switch it out to 30 FPS. Should fix it up a little bit maybe. Alright, this is just going to have to do. Alright, so you go to Raptor Camp. Alright, this is a huge mistake. You let one little Raptor Camp stay up. This is absolutely crucial. You need to clear that. It's more important. You have to cut your losses here and be like, oh, like, it reset. That sucks. But come here and clear it. It's going to really hurt you significantly in the, you know, just your jungle path and just being efficient. Alright, so you do blue here. Do Gromp. You should be level 3 off this. So again, you would be... Do you get level 3 off Raptors? I think you do actually. Blue Raptors red. Anyway, you still get level 3 off that. And now going for Rift Sculler. So remember at this stage, you know that Vi 100% started blue. So this means that she's topside. So you actually need to be slightly careful now. But Talon does have priority, so this is very free. Talon can easily come help you if Vi's here, and Vi is here. And we do get the Swift Skull. So this is really good for you. You're so strong with Consume and Smite. So I really like that you took that there. And yeah, let's go for the double scuttle now. So we see Vi go topside. I think you show mid. Maybe you shouldn't be showing mid here, but I still think it's fine. Like, Vi cannot contest you. You have bot priority, you have mid priority. This is going to be very free for you. Alright, and you take this here. This is great. You're going to be pressuring bot. Bot isn't really gankable right now. Your wave is going to push. So I'll just be looking to... You really need to clear your Raptor camp right now. That would be my priority right now. Clear the little one. No, no, no. Alright, you're actually looking for another gank bot. So this is actually good. The wave is actually going to start building up and pushing that back to you. Reason being is that their minion wave is going to come before your minion wave. So they're going to start be able to hit in your creeps quicker. So this is going to start push back. So... potentially have time to do Raptors, Krugs, and then like gank bot. The thing about Nunu is his lane ganks are very strong, so you can also do those. But you're actually looking for a gank mid here. Actually, this is okay. Oh, but Talon walks back. Why does he walk back? He doesn't see you there. So yeah, this isn't probably going to work. I like that you stopped here, didn't go on it. You don't know where the Vi is right now. Ari has charm, really good discipline from you. You're finally going to clear this little one. Oh no, what are you doing? Oh, you see it. Alright, yeah, so this is really bad again. You didn't clear that. Alright, so I do think this is okay. What I'll be doing right now is Wolves, Gromp, but I need you to be impacting bot. I need you to get 5-minute dragons. You guys win 3v3 very hard in the early stages. No, you need Gromp, you need Gromp. Oh no, you stay here as well. Alright, so this is a really big mistake from you. You have 1100 gold now. You would have 1200 doing Gromp by the time you get back to base. Need your items, need your boots, need to be on the map, need to be strong and ganking these guys with your jungle item. Ideally, you get... Actually, maybe blue smite this game, actually. Because you are versing as... you want to be really impacting this bot lane. So I think this is a really big mistake. You stand on the map right now. Like, think about how inefficient this is right now. Like, you're literally walking all the way here... when you could have just got this base, like, yes, you're probably going to save about 10-15 seconds, but this is really inefficient in terms of making sure you're ahead, getting tanky with experience and gold. Because the thing about this is Nunu's so good into Vi because you can just outscale in terms of being so tanky that she's pretty much useless. Alright, so actually this is a pretty good gank here, and this is exactly what I want you to do. Love this. Get the kill on center, so... I'm going to sort of let you off the hook there. You still should have based, but now you get Dragon. Actually, no, Vi's trying to go on you here. Oh, you could turn on her. You should really turn on her. You've got Consume. She missed her Q. Tell your bot lane to come here. You have Flash. I think you really should have turned on her there. There's no way that anyone could be able to help her, and she wouldn't be able to 1v1 you. She doesn't have any AD items. Alright, but you actually end up going for this Dragon. Awesome. So... got Dragon early. This is good. Alright. Oh, Vi actually goes for the... That's right. Vi goes for the steal here, but there's no way she can test. You got Consume, you got Smite. Awesome work. Oh, you actually flush away there. Alright, this is fine. Alright, I'll be looking to base. Game plan. Let's re-gank bot. Keep going bot. I want you to go base, clear your Gromp, your Wolves, your Raptors, red, or, I mean, you can just come here, and again, really don't stress too much about ganking from river, just lane gank. Like, there's nothing they can do. Rakan can jump on you, and then W, there's so much synergies and tools for you to kill this very vulnerable bot lane. So let's see what you do at a base. This lag is terrible. Alright, and you go bot side. So this is going to stuff you now, because like your bot's not here for you to gank. Your blue's coming up, top scuttler's up. Like your whole jungle path is now going to be messed up based on you going bot here. So this is why you needed to go top side to work your way down, and you would have been like perfectly like on this like pretty soon. Like look how overextended these guys are. Alright, your Rakan is actually pretty low health now. These guys are going to back off. Alright, these guys are staying. You need to get off Krugs right now. W, like your Rakan is literally baiting them right now. W, come gank this. This Xayah, yes, she has both summoner spells, but she doesn't have ult. Your Lucian is level 6. There's nothing these guys can be able to do. You're an Aftershock Nunu with W. You can tank all their damage. This is map awareness 101. Look at this. And actually, Xayah commits to this here. She's literally diving in front of your face. And you just back off. So you've sort of missed a really big opportunity there. You could have got your Lucian very far ahead. Even further ahead, shut down the Xayah. Alright, so I'm not sure what you're doing here. You need to clear your top camps. You need to wait for Rakan to get back your base. And by the time Rakan gets back, you'll be coming. I want you to keep hammering this bot lane. The bot lane is your win condition. Your Talon is fine. Because what you want to be doing is 4-man diving with your Talon eventually. I mean, he's like really doing well into your Ahri. This is what your strategy should be here. This is your win condition. Because you can just tank all day with Aftershock, run through lane, dive so easily. That's the strength of Nunu. Alright, so this is actually where Vi comes and looks to counter jungle you, which was really greedy by her part. And it works here. And it works here because, I mean, you are pinging assistance, but like Talon's not moving. So you just need to back off, concede this. If Talon's not going to move, this is where you need to discipline yourself. Yes, this is the wrong move from Vi and she shouldn't get away with this. But the fact that your teammates aren't rotating means you need to back off. Malphite's missing. Vi has ult and you die here. Alright, so losing a bit of momentum now. You actually lose Rift Herald off this now, which is not good at all. If you survived, you probably would have been too scared to do Rift Herald. There's all these things that are adding up. Alright, I want you to go straight bot side out of base and just lane gank. These guys are constantly committing. You need to be looking at this lane using your F keys. Like, you're sort of just, like, walking around the map mindlessly right now. Now, look at bot. Look at Xayah. You would be coming here for a lane gank right now. Xayah doesn't have ult. She doesn't have sums. You saw her burn flash before. But instead, you sort of come here. Talon actually survived this. So, you're really wasting a lot of time and resources mid. Talon's fine. He can get away from these ganks. Like, you need to be bot. Look at bot still. Now they're just dying. Like, this is a really big problem for this. And this is where your win condition this game, you actually did good. You got them ahead with that gank, but you sort of just left them alone. You're like, well, I'll get the gank, and then I'm sort of going to just walk around the map and just, like, not do much. You know, like, you need to keep pressuring, keep putting out that pressure, utilize your Lucian being ahead. Like, Xayah's catching up considerably now. Alright, so you come here, do your Wolves. I'll be doing Wolves, Gromp, base for Dragon. You really need to keep going bot. Let's go bot. This is the story of this game. Just not going bot enough, not using ganks properly. Alright, so yeah, this is where Xayah summons Rift Herald. Alright, do Rift Scuttler. This is fine, but again, I want you... Okay, you actually lose Dragon off this. Alright, never mind. Maybe look for a counter jungle. Actually, no, I still think you should base and go bot, honestly. I mean, actually, how much gold do you have right now? You have 944 gold. Potentially be looking to base for Cinderhawk as well. That's a pretty big item spike. This is actually a pretty good counter gank. The Ahri was so we get a free kill here. Alright, I want you to base now, and I want you to get 2 control wards, and I want you to get Cinderhawk, and I want you to come here, like, ward this brush or ward this brush, sweep, pressure bot, come lane gank here. This is what I want you to do right now. I don't want you to go clear your bot jungle camps when you have like this amount of gold and you can be getting your item spike, your Cinderhawk. Alright, so actually this is the right idea, but like obviously this is warded, so Talon's sort of given this away. So this is actually a bit unfortunate. Alright, and Talon actually goes. This is actually a pretty big throw by Talon, actually. This is a bit unfortunate. Yeah. You sort of just need to back out, concede this. I'll just be coming here, clearing my Raptors, Wolves, Gromp, base, reset, and try and lane gank bot again. Again, you really need to base because you need to buy Cinderhulk and refresh your control wards. You have 1,500 gold right now. So I'm actually getting a new laptop this week. Like I'm just gonna have to sit through this FPS lag. That will fix all our problems. A lot of you guys have actually been, talking about, the frame rate issues and stuff like that. Unfortunately, my computer is literally like 4 years old. So definitely looking to replace that and get better viewing experience for you guys. So just bear with me through this video. Alright, so this is actually the right idea, but I don't know what your team's doing here. Let's have a look at this. So Rakan randomly ults here, Lucian is standing, no one's following up on you. So this is the right idea, but your team's sort of mis-executing. So yeah, actually it sort of makes sense why this game's like an FF pretty soon. Yeah, like right idea, but again, I mean, you could have done this way more efficiently in the early game, but unfortunately your bot lane's just not following you up there. Talon's just going in and just suicide at this stage. You re-gank bot, but again, your bot lane's not following up on you. And yeah, there's nothing really we can do here. I'll potentially just concede this at this stage. Just you really need to clear your topside jungle. I want you to keep scaling up and trying to get some experience in gold. Like you've really missed out on that this game by sort of just not being efficient with your camps. Alright, so you do Raptors now. Alright, we're definitely getting on the pretty bad end of this frame rate issue. It's basically like a flip book or like an animation at this point. So Dragon is spawning soon. I definitely want you to potentially be down here for this. I really don't want you to be going top right now. The worst part about this is you showing top is worst thing possible because like A, you're wasting time and resources going for this Malphite. He's literally 4 levels ahead of you right now. Like this is again just showing how inefficient you've been this game. And also Dragon's up. As soon as they see you top, they can easily go on this fight. There is no threat at all from you. Alright, so yeah, coming down here now. They take Dragon. And then you actually come here and then die here, I think. So this is just a numbers disadvantage. Like your Talon's dead. You don't have vision here. These are just not the fights you want to be taking. Yes, you killed the Xayah, but you and Silas die here, which is definitely not ideal. Alright, so yeah, I mean, it's sort of that stage the game's like sort of over. So I mean, we get a lot of frame rate lag right now here. I mean, I guess the other points here that I had was just keep trying to look to re-gank bot, but again, your bot just sort of just dies here. And you're like pressuring top and you just don't want to be doing that. So that wraps up this double review. Let me know what you think of these type of styles. Again, this video is probably running a bit longer than I would usually want, probably approaching like the 40-minute mark at this stage. But you can check out my full notes from this review over on my blog nathanmott.gg. Thanks for watching and I'll see you guys in my next video.